world without print? Hard to imagine, isn't it? Because the printed word and image affects virtually every aspect of our lives, without us ever really being conscious of it. It's the ultimate in backhanded compliments. Print is completely taken for granted, like the water in the tap and the electricity at the plug. We would only take notice of it if it wasn't there. Informing, educating, explaining. Entertaining, selling, packaging. From the moment we make our first painstaking attempts to read throughout all of our lives. No, it's quite impossible to imagine a world without print. Scotland has a printing tradition going back over hundreds of years, a tradition of which the nation can be justly proud. But the Scottish printing industry doesn't dwell on the past. Today, it's very much a high-tech industry. Indeed, Scottish print has always been to the fore in adopting the very latest technology. So it should come as no surprise that Scotland, second only to Silicon Valley and California as the home of high-technology manufacture, has a printing industry that utilizes the most sophisticated equipment and has a forward-looking approach. In terms of size alone, print is one of the largest manufacturing industries in Scotland. But size on its own is never a truly accurate measure of importance. Scottish print is spread the length and breadth of the country. Virtually every community boasts at least one printing company or newspaper. And the odds are that it will be equipped with the latest technology appropriate to its scope of operations. That is an indication of the extent of Scottish print, and the range of products turned out is wide, to say the least. Books, magazines, newspapers and leaflets, greetings cards, labels, diaries. Boxes for film, cartons for washing powder. And all produced in Scotland. But there's another element to this equation. It takes people to achieve this array of Scottish print. No matter how advanced the technology, the printing industry in Scotland needs people, skilled people, enthusiastic people. It always has, and it always will. In return, Scottish print offers a challenging, satisfying, and rewarding career. A career that will place you, if that's your ambition, at the sharp end of state-of-the-art technology. But there's a lot more to print than technology alone. Let's take a look at some of the career opportunities that are available to young people in Scotland.
One of my favourite areas is definitely the printed word, if you like, printed matter. It's an exciting medium. It's certainly not going away.
Almost by definition, print has to appeal to the sense of sight. It has not only to convey a message, but to do it in a way that is appealing to the eye. So, designing for print is a vital part of the overall picture. It's the first step. And while it may be handled by firms out with the printing industry, everyone shares the same aim, to achieve a design that's both pleasing and practical, and at the same time cost-effective to produce.
Basically, at the moment, we're working with computers. We're dealing with typesetting and this, we're dealing with our own input and customers' input. Just now it's quite exciting because more and more people have personal computers at home, and we're taking on board how to handle their raw materials.
Well, once I got involved in the Graphic Repo side, once we started, we have classes in the Graphic Repo, and I just immediately latched onto it. It was exactly what I wanted to do.
At its simplest, origination requires text to be assembled and laid out. This is usually keyboard set, using a computer linked to image composition. The processed material can then be assembled into columns and pages, and increasingly now, complete pages are assembled electronically. The process is taken progressively nearer the printing stage through the skills of the camera operator and assembler. Again, much of this is achieved by electronic means, and it's the highest of high tech. But whatever the method employed, the aim is the same: to transfer text, shape and colour to a variety of materials.
Basically, everything that you read has to be printed, and I've gone through most of the spectrum.
When I started, it was a single colour sheet-fed press I was running. Now, this is a 5-unit, 5 colours, 2 sides, glues, perforates, folds, you name it, does it all.
This is the instantly recognisable face of the printing industry, the printed image streaming off the presses. Sheet-fed or web-fed, the printing press in its many forms and sizes produces a mountain of print in Scotland every day of the year. And once again, people are the catalyst. The printer's role is a vital one. Positioning the printing plate, controlling the colour, checking that the quality is consistent, maintaining the press, and preparing it for the next job. As a printer, you might be a one-person operation or part of a team, but the satisfaction gained from seeing the stream of perfect print roll off the press, your work, your skill, is, like the products themselves, never-ending and constantly renewed.